What's going on, my friends? My name is Grinnin, and today we're going to be talking about how long it would take to unlock every single epic weapon variant that is unlockable within Infinite Warfare. Now, guys, this is going to be ruling out the mission team weapons that you unlock after leveling up your certain mission teams, your Wolverines, your Wraith, whatever you want to have, guys, as well as the Quartermaster Collection, which you can randomly get from supply drops through RNG, as well as the classical weapons, which I don't even believe have epic weapon variants. Now, guys, if you are unaware how this system works and you're new to Infinite Warfare, through the Quartermaster within the game, there's a system where you gain salvage through playtime, through leveling up, through prestiging, stuff like that, and then after you've gained that, you are able to buy tiers of weapons. There's your rares, your uncommons, your rares, your legendaries, and your epics. Now, guys, these epics and all these other guns have unique abilities based on that weapon. So, for example, your NV4 Flatline has precision, which gives it infinite damage range, which is absolutely insane. So there's no bullet fall off. Your Wrecked, or the R3KT, which is kind of funny in my opinion, gives you breakpoint, which makes it fully automatic, and so on and so forth. Now, guys, there are 20 different unlockable weapons in this game that you can purchase. You can actually buy every single variant for all these guns within the game. Now, that's not saying it won't take you a really fucking long time, but that's just saying that how many there are. Now, if you're unaware, it costs you 6,700 salvage to unlock one entire tree, and that's ruling out the RNG and the fact that you might get one through a supply drop or a method otherwise like that. Now, in total, there are 20 unlockable weapon like trees. There's that many variants, and that in and of itself is 134,000 salvage to unlock every single one. Now, that may seem like an absolute crap load, but in this moment in time, guys, we don't know if there's any other faster method to get it, or it'll just take long regardless. Now, the way they have the system set up is as you prestige, you keep these variants, so you'll always have them. So when you're playing, it'll feel like you're putting a ton of time into your game, and this will just be kind of a passive thing that happens as you're going, as you're playing, and so on and so forth. Now, the test that I'm going to be conducting today is I'm going to play for an hour, and after that hour, before I get into any of this, I'm an above average COD player, so base it on that, not a pro, not a guy who goes in and goes like 5 and 40 every single time. A guy that holds a pretty standard 1.5 to 2 KD every time he plays. So base that on this, but I'm going to play for an hour, and within that hour, I'm going to tally up the total amount of salvage I've gotten within that hour, as well as the amount of keys I've gotten. Now, these keys will add to that salvage thing, because that'll give you the salvage bonus from opening up a supply drop, and the off chance that you might get a epic variant from that, and or a legendary, because that'll just make the cost cheaper in the end. Now, this guide will not be 100% accurate. I'd gauge it around like 80-85%, something that just give you a little guideline as to the amount of time that it would take. Now, after this hour's done, like I said, I will tally this up. I will add up all this time and all this salvage that I have earned, and then divide that by 134,000 or whatever, and I will find the amount of hours, the amount of days rather, it would take you to unlock every single gun. Now, it will for sure be quicker than this guideline, this standard that I'm going to give you guys, but I just wanted to make sure that it was very clear to you that you knew it was going to take. It'll take a while regardless. But guys, without further ado, let's get straight into this first game. We're going to play, and then after that, I'll do all the math and crap and the boring stuff on my end, and you will finally be granted with this incredible amount of time that's going to just shock you. It's going to shock me. So guys, let's get straight into it. Another thing before I start, I will be playing Ground War because the games are bigger, they're a little bit longer, and there's more people to kill, so that will just give me a little more XP, and that's going to be that. It might be different if you play Search and Destroy or anything that'll give you even more XP, but I just prefer Ground War, and that's going to be the test if you guys are curious. So now we'll get in. Alright guys, that wraps up game 1. We did actually win that game. I went 31-21, 5 captures, 3 defends, and ended up with 3,725 points. I think I got around 3 keys and no salvage from that one, so without further ado, let's get straight into the second one. Now, game 2 comes to an end, guys, and we absolutely demolished that team this time. We went 200-69. That's an absolutely crazy deficit. I ended up going 30-12 with 7 captures, 4 defense, and 3,620 points, guys. It was an absolute animal of a game, and I always forget to tell you guys, but The past 2 games, however, I have gotten gold honors for my faction or team, whatever you want to call it. So that's another big portion because leveling up that faction will give you more salvage over time. So you want to make sure you're going for those gold honors. So guys, without further ado, let's get straight into Game 3. Game 3 has finished itself up, guys, and we did win again. I had even more points this time because it was Defender, and I played solidly objective. You can see by that in my KD right there. I had 4,835 points, 22 kills, 20 deaths, and I held the drone for 1 minute and 35 seconds. So me and a teammate pretty much just catapulted our team into the lead on that one. But yeah, we have not gotten any scrap yet, which is unfortunate. But in the meantime, we are having a really good time gaining lots of XP and lots of levels in my JTF Wolverines, guys. Also, I did not get gold honors that time because I was trying to support our team so much. I ended up with silver, was really close to gold, but still got a very nice amount of XP from it, guys. And on to Game 4. We have 23 minutes left, so probably 2 or 3 more games if they go quick, and we will see how they end up, guys. Stay tuned. And that's the end of Game 4, guys. Unfortunately, we lost that time, but I ended up still going off 6,060 points, 50 kills, 29 deaths, and 5 seconds holding the drone, guys. Unfortunately, still no salvage, which is very strange since this is the 4th game, and I've been doing so well over the past couple games. We've leveled up about 3 times so far, and a total of, I believe, 10 keys. So we're doing pretty good. We're keeping it steady, that's for sure. But I did achieve my gold honors as well that game again, and still nothing. So without further ado, we're going to get in this last and final game. We have about 10 minutes left, and then I think that's going to wrap it up for this test. And if I don't get any, I'm going to have to work something out to assume that I did. And in that respect, then we will see how it's going to work and how the equation is going to work out in the end. So guys, stay tuned for the rest of it. And again, unfortunately, we lost in Game 5, but we have time for one more, which is exciting, guys. I ended up with 20 kills, 12 deaths, a 1.67 KD, and 7 assists, leading the team with about 2,500 score, guys. Still no salvage. We have, again, about 6 minutes left, so we're going to push it, and we're going to get that last game, and I really am hoping we get some. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little stumped on what to go through the process to assume how much we're going to get. So let's cross our fingers, guys, and hope for the best. Well, that was match number 6, guys, and we did not do as well as I really anticipated. We lost again. I went 14 and 13, 1.08 KD, and almost 2,000 points, but just under that. We still have not gotten any scrap, so I'm going to extend this test. We're going to extend it to either an hour and a half or 2 hours, depending on how long it will take. And now comes the interesting part. I did not either get my rewards that time, not my rewards, but I didn't get my gold honors either that time. I believe I got silver again. So that's just how it's going. I can't believe I haven't gotten it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a stopwatch. And the second that I get some, I will resume the test and we will complete it as I originally intended. We'll just use a different amount of time as our control than the previous hour that I had intended. But it's interesting that we haven't gotten any so far. So into the 7th game. Now at the end of this hour that I had originally planned on taking for this video, I had absolutely no idea how much longer it was going to take me before I saw or even received my first bit of salvage. Guys, what ended up happening is I played another 5 matches until I got done with match 11, and that is when I finally got that salvage, which you will see right here. Alright, so here's the deal. Match 11. I left, went to the bathroom, came back, played literally a quarter of a game. I absolutely played like dog shit. Went 15 and 19, only held the ball for 10 seconds, didn't even complete my gold honors. I got my silver honors, and I got fucking 150 salvage from that. Like, what? I was absolutely killing it the other games, and this is the one that it gives me that salvage on. That's just so strange, guys. All in all, we played 11 games. I lost 4 of them. I did not complete my gold honors 4 times. Otherwise, I won the rest and completed my gold honors the rest of the times. I leveled up 4 times, leveled up my Wolverines probably 5 times, and it gave me salvage on the one that I barely did anything on. Like, what the absolute shit? So, in total, it took me 2 hours, but I'm going to go over the math, and I'm going to break it down for you guys in a second here, so just bear with me. I'll be right back. Alright, so now comes the moment you've all been waiting for, guys. In 2 hours, I averaged about 150 keys if you do it together with the supply drops. I would say I got at least plus or minus 30 keys, because if I would have played that last full game, I would have had it. And if I would have played games a little faster, I would have had it. Or otherwise, if you would have played them slower, you would have not made it, and so on and so forth. But for the sake of easiness, guys, we're going to say that we did get 30 keys during that whole thing, when in reality, we only got 24. But that's not what's important. What's important is the test. So in the end, the keys plus the bonus the salvage plus the bonus keys that you get for openings the supply drops leveled out to about 150, between 135 and 150 salvage every 2 hours, and that's absolute dog shit. So if you're incredibly unlucky like I just was, it will take you, give or take, 70 days to unlock this to unlock every single epic within the game. And that is absolutely nuts in my opinion. There's so many to get. And, I mean, granted, you're going to get some through RNG, but if you're just relying on purchasing them with salvage, it will actually take you 70 days, 70 real-life days. That's so gross. Now, I don't know if you're going to get big salvage bonuses when you're playing or when you're prestiging, or if they're going to implement, like, double salvage weekends or stuff like that. But as it stands right now, if you were to go out and grind, it would take you 70 fucking days to get as much salvage as you needed. 134,000 salvage is required to get that. Guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. It was kind of just a little bit of a troll laugh sort of deal, but you know, we did do it, and we did see how long it took to get us a little bit of salvage, and in the end, that's what's important. So guys, again, thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video, guys. Comment below if you have any ideas for future videos, or you want to see some other stuff, see me doing some other stuff, rather. And guys, my name is Grannon, and we will see you in the next one.